Stone Sage, how we all doing today? Gonna talk a little bit more about my life and some of the things I did. But first, I'm gonna take a hit. Alrighty. I used to do cleaning, and I did it most of my life. I had a couple janitorial businesses. But living down here in Florida, I ended up just needing something to do and made some money and got me out of the house and kept me out of trouble. And I got a couple cleaning contracts. I cleaned a couple Amcos. We cleaned another office, two offices after that. So I had four little contracts. It was nice little money. It's something to do. Didn't take a lot of time or effort. And we did it on Wednesdays and Fridays. The Amcos, and the other place we had was the mortgage company. Did that Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. And I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. Again, got paid, got out, and doing things. My daughter and her family lived right next to me almost. And when we were doing this, her son was old enough, and I said, "Well, we'll take him, and he'd come clean with us." My daughter says, "Okay, that's fine." So we'd get him, and we'd go, and he's, I guess, about 5 or 6 maybe. And we'd go grab a burger or have something to eat, and then we'd go do these jobs. And they both had alarms, so we had to open the key. You open it with the key and run and turn the alarm off. So as my grandson went with us more, he wanted to do more some of these other jobs. He wanted to open the doors, and we said, "All right, we'll let you do everything here, so you can say you completely cleaned this whole thing, and you supervised. You can supervise me and my son." He says, "Great, great." So the first time we got there to do the cleaning with my grandson, and it's like, "Hey, you're gonna unlock the door today, and then you got to run to the box and put the code in." And he said, "All right." He was ready, and he undid the key, and he opened that door, and boom, he was like a flash. Got it, put the code in, and we were all cool. And then I said, "All right, well, why don't you tell me and RJ what to do?" And he told us what to do, and he was like the supervisor, just to give him a taste of telling people what to do. And we did it. I said, "Okay, now when we're done, you got to go through and walk around and check everything, make sure everything was done right, not just done, but done right." And he did. He checked the bathrooms, he checked the desks for dusting, the trash cans, the floors, everything was done. The door glass. I said, "All right, now the only thing left to do is you got to lock it. We got to put the code in and run to the door and lock it." And he said, "All right, all right." So I get out of there, and my son and grandson puts the code in, boom, turns the alarm on, and they're out and run and lock the door, and we're set. And grandson really got a kick out of doing that stuff, and I really enjoyed having him there. And then on the way home, we were right near Palm Beach National Airport, and the vehicle had at the time had a sunroof, and we'd go, and the planes would go right over the road, and we're right over Military Trail, and we'd time it just right. We'd pull over this empty, I forget, it was some other business. We'd pull into their parking lot, so the planes would ride right over top of us. That was really cool. Grandson really thought that was good. And then just sometimes, if there was no traffic behind us, we'd just go slow enough to where the plane would go right over us. That was cool. Watching my grandson, it's neat. Look at the bottom of the plane. So that's just a little story. All righty, peace out. Oh, wait, one more.